guys and gals, and welcome back to Fuzzy, your private outlet for video game entertainment. And today's we are in Forza 7, and we're not going to play any Forza 7. We're going to try doing all of the Indy car races possible for us. The Indy 500 is coming up soon in my current time of when I'm recording this, so I thought that in the season of Indy racing we should try doing some Indy racing. So what I have here is I have a couple Indy cars to show off. This is Will Power in his 5G black car. It's really cool looking. I tried to recreate Scott Dixon's Target car right here, as you can see. There's a better version somewhere else in the market, but this is what I got, and it looks pretty cool, and it's very sick, and it's very my style as well. It's got a clone troop on the nose cone. And down here we also have Danica Patrick's Indy car number 7. So we have a lot of fun stuff to look forward to. I don't think I pointed out what I have in the Honda section though. Here we have my custom-made golden and white Indy car. This is what I just started the video off with. Right here we have Alexander Rossi's number 98 Indy 500 100th running champions car. What a mouthful. Right here we have my original Fuzzy Indy car that I designed. It's nothing much. It was my very first car design. Right here is my brother's designed car for me for the channel. We'll have to race in this one. Up there we have ourselves the Michigan car. This one I kind of created halfway through my design career. And our very last one is, unfortunately, we're going to get the tail end view of it. This is my own version of Tony Kanaan's 711 Indy car. I'm trying to make a recreation. I could do a little bit better job on it, but as of right now it looks like this, which is fine. It looks pretty good. But without further ado, let's jump into Alexander Rossi's 100th running champions car, and we're going to go to the one and only track, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Let's pull to keep going. Right there, there it is. Right there, we're gonna choose oval. Actually, we're gonna warm ourselves up to the oval. I know the race before the oval is the roads course, so we're gonna keep it there. We're gonna have 3 laps of that. This should be a quick and easy race to keep this video down. 23 drivers are maximum. Day, IndyCar, of course. What we're going to have to do is change our driver's gear. I don't have a Napa Pacific racing gear or a driver's suit, but what I do have is the Dubai racing suit. Here it is, and that looks pretty close to the Napa code. Doesn't really match, but once he sits in the car, you'll see why it looks close enough. And there we go, we're running. I'm not running on the hardest difficulty because it's only 3 laps. If I had a little more lap time, I could go a little bit further. But as of right now, we're working on expert. We could probably go pro later in the video. We'll see what we do on this first race. We'll probably get first place, and then I'll go into pro on our next one. Except our next race after this is going to be a little bit tougher. We're going to go to the America's Road course, or Road America, and I have a tough time on that track because the turns are hard. I'm going to try my very best not to use rewinds because it's not very realistic. But I should use mods, and we got more money. Anyways, we're only here for the racing, so let's get into this. As you can see, at the side view, it looks really nice with this white helmet, blue in the front, and then gold on the sides. All right, here we go. We have this Verizon car pulling in front of us. I do know the name of the driver, but I'm currently brain farting on him. Whoa! We missed our brake line, but that's fine. We can easily make that back up. Alright, maybe not so easy. He pulled in front of us again. Alright, come on. I wasn't focused. I was more invested in the conversation with my viewers. Thank you. Alright, come on. Here we go. He's pulling away. This is not very good for my career as of right now. But we're on the home stretch. This car is pretty fast on home stretches. On straightaways. I keep saying home stretches. I don't know why. This car is pretty fast on straightaways, so I'm pretty sure we'll have no trouble beating him once we start getting into those areas. Come on, come on. I would kind of wish that the Verizon car was Will Power because he's one of my favorites. And it would feel a lot better racing against him versus the one driver. I just can't remember his name. He's some kind of Spaniard, which always throws me off. Brake line was missed a little bit on that turn right there. We won't miss it on this one. There we go. I could be braking a little bit less, so we're not losing as much speed. That one I decided not to brake at all, because I'm really trying to push the car to its limit so I can catch up. Behind us, we're pretty good. don't want to stay in second place, though. It's a pretty short race. And these turns, we're getting pretty close to them, but we're just not there yet. I'm cutting the grass a little bit. It's getting pretty intense. You're running like it's the last 3 laps of the race, which it is. Oh, come on, Rossi, come on. Open that throttle. Get up to them. What you doing? All right. Come on, come on, come on. We may have to stay at expert. Oh, my goodness. We were stomping on them brakes. As you can see, we are doing faster than our best lap, which was the first one, but that's always an instant on the second lap because instead of coming from a slower speed, we're going full speed or full throttle turn. I was braking pretty early on that. Come on, we're right on his tail. I'm pushing the pass. I shouldn't be pushing the pass because he's still in front of us. All right, come on. Oh, man, that turn. We lose a lot of momentum on that turn. Come on, come on. This is it. This is the final lap. The white flag has dropped. We need to be right on his tail, pushing the pass, burning out our brakes on that turn. Oh, come on. Oh, the contact. Come on. Contact again. Whoa, bro, mate, watch you where you're on the road. Causing me to brake early. I'm going super wide. Not where I want to be. There we go. All right, we just pulled that a little bit better. I think he did back down for some odd reason. That is interesting. He backed down on that turn. I think the AI finally realized I was there and decided not to give me a hard time anymore. I gave him the push to pass and he let me pass. He did figure out I was the faster car. And there we have it. On the last lap, Alexander Rossi has taken the lead. Breaking those brake lines. As you can see, I drive a little bit better. I say that and then all of a sudden I missed that brake line. We drive a little bit better when we're in first place, of course. That's how it works. You're a little calmer. You're not racing against somebody. Of course, we're still racing. We're just way behind me. And there you have it. First place at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Not the oval, but the race course. All right, that was a pretty simple beginner race for you guys. Let's jump into our next one. We gotta wait a little bit. There we go. I don't think you can choose a race track from here, so we are gonna have to quit. Also, I do want to change my car out a little bit because we will not race as Alexander Rossi the entire time. There you go. You see, I'm on victory podium. We're gonna get our cash, of course. Got to get paid for all these races. We can't keep doing it if you don't get paid at all. We did not get our upgraded car, though. That is fascinating. Okay, let's go back to free play. We want to go to race setup, Road Course America. I just passed it. Road Course America, right there. We'll do 2 laps of that because it's a really hard track for me. Let's see. We want to select a car. Not sure quite yet what I want to race in. You know, Hondas are really fast. I might go for my golden Honda. Let's see what we got in Chevys. Do like that's oval track, so we'll have to race that in the oval. Let's see, we do have Scott Dixon's number target car. Which one is this? Danica Patrick, that's right. Alright, let's go and actually race in our golden Honda. This one's specifically sponsored towards me. And also, I've made it golden white because it works with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway tracksuit. As you can see right there. Works perfectly. So, let's put a mod on. I'll show you how these things work. So, these are mods that give you increased money when you win and sometimes increased XP and all that. As you can see, I got a lot of golden ones. I'm going to use those for an actual 200 lap race at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which will not be in this episode. But maybe you can look for it in a future Twitch stream. There we go. We have our mod set up. Let's go boogity boogity racing, boys. Here you have it. Now it's going to load the track for us. I could have clicked that a little earlier. Would have sped things up a little bit more. Here we go. I do believe I always start with pole position. I wonder if there's a way to change that, because I love being in pole position, but it doesn't give you the proper challenge every single time. And also, this is Road Course America. So I will say I'm not the greatest road course kind of guy. It is possible we may not win this one. Without further ado, I think we're ready. Let's jump into this race. Road Course America, right here. Here we go. Waiting for the green flag. Green flag, we're open. There you go, we're already losing our positions that quick. We're about to even lose our next position. Drop down to third. Brake line immediately. It's the toughest brake line I've ever seen in all the tracks in this game. We have another tough one coming up even with that. And I brake just way too early. Dang, alright. Stuck in third right now. Got 2 laps to go. Not incredibly worried about it. Okay, maybe a little bit now that we're on a straightaway. The gaining distance. Brake line, this one's a really tough one too. When you have the game and you go race this yourself, you'll figure out what I mean. When all these road courses are very tough. I'm trying to keep up. Had pole position but dropped down to third. Just based on that straightaway there. And that turn's a very tough one too. They're all tough turns. This is just it's not a track. I don't feel it's a track built for Indy cars. I do say. There we go. That was a beautiful. There we even see it. It gave me a perfect turn. That was a beautiful turn back there. What I just did. I normally do not do that so beautiful. I don't understand how they're gaining distance on me though. How they're losing distance or gaining distance. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, goodness, went terribly wide. Terrible. That was actually horrid. Wow, I really needed a practice warm-up lap before the actual race. Alright, home stretch, or, yeah, basically, yeah, I would call this the home stretch. Because it literally takes you into the, what is that called? Bricky yard. Even though it's not called. The checkered line. The finish line, there it is. Slow down. Brake line. That's kind of not done well. Here we go, brake some more. Alright, good. Wow, they're just gaining. That is incredible. Clearly I need a little bit more than 2 laps if I'm going to catch up to these guys. There we go, as you can see we do gain a little bit closer on the turns, of course, but when I start gaining speed, they're gone again. Come on. There we go, that was a better turn I feel. So if you haven't picked it up on it yet, if it's red, you should be braking, and if it's blue, it's like full throttle. Right there, exiting that turn, it turned blue. I full throttled it. Here's the turn. That's kind of tough because it turns red. As you can see, I'm going wide on it. It's not exactly what I want to do. Boom, there we have it. All right, come on. There, that was a good turn right there. Yeah, it even gave me a perfect turn. So as you can see on the top left-hand side of the screen, it will point out if I make the turn properly or not. There's the turn I have a problem with. As clearly shown. That's really hard. There's a bump in the track right there, which does not make it easy. This turn's always tough. But you know what? I will settle with the top 3 because I believe the mod we had on allows us to have a top 3. And as you can see coming up, I can show you a couple of my sponsors: YouTube, Clone Wars, The Crew, Call of Duty. I do have a Boy Scout symbol on there as well. The American flag sported right on the wing. It's beautiful. So I know after Road Course America there is a there's a circuit in Iowa. But I do not think there's an Iowa track in the game. So what I do instead of that is I either go to Daytona or there's a track in Miami that I go to. There we go. I made podium. 3rd. That's not bad. I like that. Not bad at all. Alright, good. There you have it. Oh, and we got our new car. Let's see. Is that a Porsche? Yeah, let's do that. Can't tell actually. What does it say? I didn't even read it. It looks like a Porsche. It's a Porsche. I knew it. Alright, good. Heading off to our next track. Be wary. I'm a good driver. I'm coming to you. So, I'm kind of down to do 2 of them before we do our oval track at Indiana. So let's go to the Miami track first. We are gonna do. Let's make it a little bit longer because it's an oval track. They are done a little bit faster. We're gonna do 10 or 15. Let's stick with 10 because I believe we can do it. We're gonna increase the difficulty because I'm ready to show you guys. So as you can see, let's look at that again. That's unbeatable. Unbeatable difficulty, 100%. So because it's on that such difficult difficulty, I think I do want to choose a car that I'm really good at. So I believe I'm gonna go back to old roots, to the very first car I designed, the Fuzzlet Fuzzy filming, gaming, and streaming car. What kind of mods do we have on? Do we have we should put a normal steerings mod on. There we go, normal steering. And let's see where we're at. I think that's good. Here we go. Homestead, Miami. Raceway. This is normally a NASCAR race, but I kind of use it to replace my Iowa oval track. Oh, there's also a Texas Motor Speedway I should have raced at, but that's also not in the game. This will work as our either our Iowa Speedway or a Texas Motor Speedway. Let's use this as our Iowa because this track is a little bit smaller than Daytona. I feel, at least. I'm pretty sure it's smaller than Daytona. You'll see how fast I complete a lap compared to Daytona. Alright, there we go. I think we're ready. Let's jump right into this race. Immediately at the start, we are going to lose a couple of positions. I'm not so... Oh, we forgot to change our racing suit out. Whoops, that's fine. You don't even see that most of the time. And we're start. We're going to lose a couple positions at the start, but you'll see later in the race when we actually... Because acceleration on this car, for some reason, is not as good as the Chevrolet. But you'll see later in the race, the Honda will be a little bit faster. Here we are on a straightaway. As you can see, we're already on with Unbeatable on. Oh, made contact. Might be about to get past. What on earth? I can't believe it. Oh shoot! I did let off a little bit on the gas on that. We're getting past a lot. All right. What I said before about me being able to beat these guys, I'm no longer quite sure. You see I am going a little bit low on the turns. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I took off my foot off the gas on one of these turns up here, but if I go low, you don't exactly need to take off your foot. There we go. There again. I was able to full throttle that turn. And as you can see, because I did that, we're able to catch up to these guys once more. Alright, go low. Full throttle. Oh, we're pulling close to the wall. Alright, good, good, good. I never took my foot off the gas on that turn. We got a lot of work to do in these 6 laps coming up. This race goes fast, as you can see. Come on. Come on. Oh no, I don't think we can get up the first, but we'll pass this guy for sure. Oh wow. Dang, that's what I mean. You gotta pay close attention to every turn. See, I was paying attention to passing them. I wasn't paying attention to where I was on the track when I came to that turn. Once again, I did it again. Actually, we're fine on that one. We're more close to the line. That's actually more of a perfect turn. All right, here we go. James Hinchcliffe coming up. Go low. Hold it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Remember, this is on unbeatable. Unbeatable difficulty. There we go. I was looking for the word. Go low, stay low. And there we have it. Down on the straightaway. On lap 6. 4 more to go. We're coming up on second place. Oh, I have it. I have second place. Oh, he's right there. We're switching between second and third. Hold off, hold off. Staying low, staying low. Wow, he is right there. He's still there. What is he doing? Dude, give me the position. All right, stay low, stay low, stay low. Contact. I'm sorry, mate. I just couldn't control while full throttling. There we go. I did lose him on the contact hit. I think I would have been penalized, but in this game you don't get penalized. You just get victories. We're on lap 8 right now. Oh man, I don't think I got enough laps to do it. If I had 15 laps, we could have got him. I went really low on that one. That's kind of weird. All right, we got 2 laps. I think. I don't know. We're getting closer and closer on every single lap. I want to think we can do it. Oh, but control is a little bad. All right, good. We didn't hit the wall. No, I don't think we got it. We have after this, we have 1 more lap, and he's still way up there. Oh, maybe we're pulling close. I may have to see about this. No, I don't know. I'm on and off every single second. As long as I can make every turn perfect. There's only 2 of them. Now I think he's got it. He's just too far ahead of me. He stayed right at the same spot the last 2 laps. Yep, he's got it. I'll have to settle for 2nd place. 2nd place on Unbeatable and only 10 laps on the Miami track. If there was a couple more laps, I think I could have done that, but we only were given 10. So we did it best as we can do with the equipment that we had. We had a fast car. Just needed more laps. That's it. Perfect. There you have it. Let's jump into Daytona and let's finish our track there. I will have to decrease. I'll go 1 down. I'll go to Pro because we'll keep it at 10 laps, but I'll have it on Pro. Therefore, because I want to get a couple wins in this. I want to feel good. I want to feel like Scott Dixon this season. All right, let's jump into this. Also, another reason why I'm jumping it down just a little bit is because I'm going to switch my engine provider. I think I'm going to Chevy instead. So let's go to race setup. Daytona's way on this side. There she is. All right, we're going to go to the oval track. We'll do 8 laps because this one is a little bit longer. And let's see, select a car. Let's change. Let's think. I don't know, because that's or Daytona. Yeah, Daytona's a pretty big oval. We're gonna go for our Willpower 5G car. This time we will actually change our gear. I think the test track gear looks pretty good. The red on the suit doesn't really work, but once he actually sits in the car, you'll see the red helmet fits in perfectly. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that one. We meant to go up here to race setup. We're actually gonna change it to night racing, so it looks a little bit more like the Iowa track. And I think we're ready. Let's jump right into this. 8 laps, oval, car, 5G, willpower. What more can you ask for? We're in this. Let's add a mod on though. So let's see. Let's go. Getting a little bit of lag. It's probably because I'm live streaming this at the same time as recording. There we go. Normal steering. We'll put another one of those on. And there we have it. We're going into Daytona. Don't think IndyCar actually races at Daytona. I'll have to double check on that. But it's a good replacement for our Iowa track or our Texas Motor Speedway track. All right, here we go. So I do have the oval set up on Willpower's car. Kind of fit in the race for this year because it's got a black car. All right, here we go. So at the very beginning, as you can see, I don't know why the acceleration of the other cars are just so good. Even when I use their make and model, I just can't. For some reason, I just can't keep up with them. Whoa, okay. This is a little bit interesting. Since I do have the oval set up, the car's a little bit slippy at the start, but once it gets climbing in those speeds, boom! Look at that. Willpower, super fast. I wouldn't even doubt him. Alright, there we go. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It's a little slippy, I do gotta say. It's a lot more slippy than the Honda cars. You have to feel it in game. It's a little bit hard to see it and understand. Alright, that was super easy. We got back into first place on the very first lap, and now we got 8 more to go. But this is super pretty watching this. I'm trying to stay off that wall. Super pretty watching this 5G car and the lights drive around. This car is actually probably meant to drive at night because and the son of Indiana, during the 500 running of the 500 running in the Indy 500. I bet he's gonna bake a little bit in his super black car, an Indy car, in the heat of the summer. But it does look cool. It might be worth it. The sponsors are proud. I think it looks a lot better than his silver car, if you've watched racing before. His silver Indy car, yet cool, I don't think it fit very well on the track. It looked very ugly. I don't like the silver look. This is much better. Wow, the control is a little bit hard. The bank gives you a lot of turn, and I keep overshooting the bank. I keep going low. And the rookie line is up high constantly, which I find kind of interesting because a more preferred drive would be taking a shorter route. But in here, I think NASCARs use the wall as a way to draft off of it, which is fascinating because I don't know if an Indy car can do that because it's not as flat as a NASCAR. It's much more open-wheeled look. But keeping the focus is really hard in here because what you're trying to do is never touch that wall. Any kind of contact with these cars will make something go wrong. Computer malfunction, wheels being jammed. And if you have a jammed wheel, even though it might be working on the track, it gives you trouble when you get back in the pits. So when you gotta take off that wheel and the lug nuts all messed up, you're gonna have more time spent in the pits, and you're gonna lose a lot of time. Speaking of the pits, that's something we're not gonna be able to see in this video. It's going into the pits. You know what? We'll do a test run at Indianapolis, the oval track, and I'll show you what the pits look like and going into the pits looks like. There we go, coming into lap 6. 2 more to go. Fireworks going off in the distance. We got this in the bag. What I should try doing is, I probably shouldn't do it on a turn, but when we get back on a straightaway, I'll change my camera angle for you. Right there we go. Alright, now we're inside the cockpit, full power. Get to see what the steering wheel looks like a little bit. Staying off the wall is going to be a little bit harder because I'm always focused up on his hands turning because they turn kind of funky looking. They're not as smooth as they are in actual racing. It's not this janky when you're... It's just me using a stick on a controller. Alright, into lap 7. Been in gear 6 this entire time. It's fascinating about the Daytona track, and you'll see it in the Indianapolis track as well, is once you get up to full gear, you technically don't need to switch again. The only time you need to really switch is if there's an accident, you're slowing down, you're trying to avoid something, or you're going straight up into the pits. There we go. As you can see, there's also a little bit of glare. It looks like as if you were wearing a helmet. Just hit the wall there. You see how close I came. I did not hit it though. You can tell because if I hit it, it would have gave me an option to rewind, which is always fascinating because then you can tell if I messed up. It tells you to rewind because you got to go back. That you didn't do that turn right. You didn't hit it perfectly. So there we go. There's also a different camera view from here. Oh, it's not the one I was thinking it was going to give me. It takes away the steering wheel because you kind of already have hands. You don't really need to see it. Full power's hands. That one's kind of weird looking. I want to switch out of it, but I'm in the turn. Then you have this one. That one makes the car disappear, and you got our neutral camera mode. And there you have it. First place. So our fastest lap was 37 seconds. That is quite fast. There you have it. Alright, good. Clicking on to the next race. We finally are going to Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and we're going to race. How about that? Hot diggity dog. That's what I'm talking about, old Sean. Now, I did say we'll have to race with my brother's car, because I love my brother. And don't drive like my brother. But, we're going to quickly switch over to that, and we'll race our final race in my brother's sponsored car. So let's go to race setup, down to Indianapolis. I just passed it. I keep passing it. There it is, the oval track. We're going to have to do 10 laps. This will be our longest race. We may not win. Especially, oh, it's on pro. Actually, we'll keep it on. Oh no! If you're going full experience, we need to do unbeatable. We'll put it on unbeatable. We're most definitely going to get passed. This is not my preferred car because it doesn't have the proper setup. These cars, the 2007 Hondas, are a little bit faster than the 2019 Hondas. For some odd reason, I'm pretty sure if I put this into road course ability, actually we may have to do that. Let's do that. Let's hold on. Hold up. We're gonna switch this to the road or not road course. We're gonna switch this to the oval track setup. Therefore, we have a little bit more of a fighting chance when it comes into this race. So boom, we'll put it in there. For some reason, there's this odd glitch where it all of a sudden takes the camera into the ceiling when you try to look at the oval track setup. We'll put that front wing into the oval track setup as well. So there you go. You can see what the car properly looks like when it's taken out of road course and it's put into oval track. Boom, we're ready. Saving those details to the car. And let's get ourselves onto the track and racing. Let's see, free play. Does it have the setup already for me? No, it took me off the setup. What the heck? Alright, back to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Oval track. 10 laps. Let's go down to driver's gear. This one looks pretty close to what I'm sporting. That kind of lime green look. We'll run with that. I think we're ready. What are my mods that I have on right now? Only one. We're not gonna play with that. Top 3. I bet we can get there. You hear me saying that now? We'll have another top 3 as well. There we go. Mods are set. I think it's race day. Let's head to the track. This will be like the last 10 laps of the Indy 500. Lap 190. 10 laps to go. We'll race like it's 10 laps to go. Most definitely. Full throttle every single turn. Not a second to miss. Don't blink for this one. And something we haven't done is check out the race shop. So here, this is where I'm buying all of the mods. Rewinds off. That might be something to put on. We may have to test ourselves. Then there's no backing down when you have rewinds off. Check out the race suits. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I think the track's ready. Here we go. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The Brickyard Speedway. This is going to be good. Let's see. Let's actually put on that mod that we had. So we can take away... Which one was our... There, just take off that one. Rewinds off. No turning back. We get better do this right or we do it wrong. Yep. Here we go. There we go, our FFG. It does look like a pretty cool car. Some things I don't really like about it are the Napa sponsors. Maybe the Target sponsor doesn't really fit in quite as well. As you can see, for some odd reason, the older Honda cars are super fast. And we're not as fast. Even though I have put it into oval or setup, it's just oddly slower than those cars. I figured that out through my hours of gameplay before this recording. I went kind of high on that turn, but we're going to keep it good. There we have it, back on the home stretch. And that's how quick a lap is, right there. Right there. We're on lap 2. I think that, gotta see. Yeah, the lap was 45 seconds. Dang, they have just disappeared. Switching to first person. This car is super bright. I did not realize how bright this car is in the sunlight. We're trying to keep that optimal drive line. So maybe driving in first person isn't good because I went super wide and going wide again. Oh, I'm running over cones and there's no rewind. Whoopsie doopsie. Alright, let's keep in this bit. This is the camera I'm more used to. Oh, I gotta stop going wide. Don't let them get away if I keep doing that. Also, the guy right behind me is climbing. I need to get to that 3rd position spot because I did say one of the mods was get top 3. Right now we're in 4th place, which is not top 3 at all. That's not even podium. Come on. I know on TV if I finish top 4, it'll put my little face on the screen, but that's not right. We need to go full in or full out. What I'm trying to do, it's not proper, but I'm trying to keep the guy behind me. Now, blocking isn't normal in racing, especially in here when they got to push to pass, but I didn't see a button glow when he came right behind me. So I'm going to say he was not attempting to pass, he was attempting to draft. Officer. And I plead the 5th after I said those words. You see the cone that I kicked out of the way when I wasn't paying attention, first person. That was our last lap. That was our fastest lap so far. That was not bad. Oh, I meant to do a practice lap. All right, we'll do a victory 4th place lap, and I'll show you what the pits look like. Also, I'll sport my one last car we have not sported yet. It's my Scott Dixon Target car. I could also do probably Danica Patrick another day. She no longer races, that's why. If she stayed in Indy, then maybe we'll sponsor her car as well. Here we go, he's right behind me. Wow. So I believe that's Scott Dixon's 2017 car. He has a fantastic crash with that car. I'd recommend going and watching that. I might even leave a link in the description since he's right behind me and I just spoke about him to his crash. I watched it in person. I can't remember, I think, was it the 2017 running? Or the 2017? That would have been the 101st running of Indianapolis that he crashed, I believe. But it was one spectacular crash. I'll tell you where it happened. So right now we're down on the straightaway in the home stretch. Coming up on turn 1, this is where my family sits, right about here. And Scott Dixon crashed right here. And we got to watch his car flip into the air and then crash back into the fence. And his car was, it was undescribable at that point when it landed back down. You couldn't tell it was an Indy car. And he came back down to earth. He was completely ripped up the sheds. But Scott Dixon survived. I believe he broke a couple things in his body. He broke the car, most definitely, I'll tell you that. But he was able to walk away from the crash, which is fantastic. It's amazing. The safety that's put into these cars, even though they're going at 130 miles an hour. I'm impressed. During my conversation, I feel like we've been catching up to this guy. In 3rd place. I don't think we have enough laps to catch him, though. But we're most definitely gaining on him, I have to say. He's right there all of a sudden. I'm going wide now that I'm thinking about it. If you stayed in conversation, we would have not been doing that. I don't know, he's still right there. He hasn't gone anywhere. Very nice. We're getting slower and slower from our best lap. So we're not making any new records. Keep going wide. That's not good. I don't know if I was going wide before, but we're most definitely doing it now. Alright, we are right on his tail. Technically. Kind of. Not really at all. We've been full throttling it this whole time. We've just been spending that gas. Oh no! Contact with the wall. Momentum loss. Terribly. Also, my tire would have been dented in by that. Wow. That's how quick it is. That's how quickly your game can end. It's when attention spans is lost and you're no longer thinking about the track. But in the other words, it's lap 10 right now. White flag has dropped. Checkered flag will be on the straightaway as we come around in turn 3. Looks like our lead driver just entered turn 4. He's now on the straight and leaving turn 4. We're on the straightaway. Oh, we have it. 4th place. Not a proud ending. but my face is on the TV screen right now, which is what we're after. We're getting past at the end. I don't know what's up with that. It truly shows you that when the AI takes over, the car is superior to the rest of them. But let's do a. Let me show you what the pits look like. We'll do a single lap race in the Scott Dixon car with no other cars. That guy's got a really fancy suit. I think he's trying to show off or something. Got ourselves some cash. Not bad. I have a lot of money in this game. There we go. We got ourselves another car. Let's get this one. Free car. A Subaru. Not bad. So let's switch over to our target Scott Dixon car. Once this game loads, and I'll show you what the Indianapolis pits look like. To the left. Right there. Alright, perfect. Let's go there. One lap. No racers. There you have it. One lap, no racers. Select car. I want to show you my custom-made Scott Dixon car. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I like it a lot. Some other things that you have not seen, I have another separate account, and on there I actually have another target car. Actually, I want to turn off my mods because I don't want an account for this because it's not really racing. It's just a single lap, pitting lap. My other accounts, I have another Indy car that's sponsored by Target, so I have my own racing team, all sponsored by Target. Now the question is, why do I like Target so much? Because it's red. I don't know. Let me try to explain that to you when I was a little bit younger. I forgot to change my racing gear, but that doesn't matter. I think we're it makes me look very Christmassy right now. Check it out. That's my custom-made Scott Dixon red Target car. It's in road course setup though, not an oval track car. So we won't reach the speeds that we just did in our last race. Oh, but the red car is beautiful. Sports cars are meant to be put in red. I think that's just proper. Any car company needs to put their car in red. This is a Chevy put in red. And it looks great. And get ready to pull into the pits. So we're going to slow down a lot. Slow down a lot. There we go. And we're in the pits. What's happening? This is new. I've not seen this before. It normally doesn't look like this when I enter the pits. So whatever's happening, you are seeing it for the very first time as I am. Wow. That's interesting. I wonder if it's saying this because I actually entered the pits correctly. I didn't enter the pits at a super fast speed. Here we go. And there you have it. We finished the race. In the pits. So there isn't a proper pit crew that comes out and changes your tires and all that. But the gist is there. The idea is there. And there's my AI randomly driving on the grass. And he does it again. So I don't know what's up with my personal AI once he takes over from me. But there you have it. I think with all that out of the way, let's actually watch our replay. With all that out of the way, I'd like to say thank you guys and gals for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.